Hey everyone, this is Dreamer of Chaos 1. What's up, guys? Okay, so I've been putting this off for a while because things have been absolutely crazy and it has been impossible to record. However, now that it's finally quiet, I have decided to finally get this Q&A video done. Oh man. And oddly enough, it's on Sonic's anniversary and I'm recording this. Happy 23rd birthday, Sonic. We are so happy that you've made it this far. Alright, so without further ado, we are going to start this Q&A. Now, just to go over what to expect here, I'm answering the questions left on the video, next video Q&A, which was posted on March 23rd, 2014. So it's been 3 months. Wow. I am so sorry for putting this off. Okay, so we're just going to go in order of the questions and how they were asked. There aren't any real repeat questions, so yeah. I also have 3 questions from over on DeviantArt that I would like to be answering, and also, oh gosh, 1 private message question, but we'll get to that later. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, our first question comes from Nico the Lynx 34. What was the first Britney Spears song you listened to? Oh, Ant. Of course, he is one of the few people that knows that I actually do listen to Britney Spears. I haven't in a good couple of months because, well, it used to be the music that I would mop to just to pass the time and make it go by quicker, but I've sort of switched over to other genres. The first Britney Spears song I ever listened to, I believe, is Stronger. Now, most people wouldn't think of that when they think Britney Spears. Maybe you think like Toxic or Circus or maybe like Lace and Leather if you go into the more obscure stuff. But no, for me it was Stronger, and I really like that Britney Spears song. There are songs I like better, obviously, but hey, that's just the one that strikes a chord with me, so thank you, Anthony, for asking that. Alright, our next question comes from Gothica Soul Stealer 77. Who was your first online friend? Oh goodness. You had to ask an emotional question, Hannah, really? My first online friend was a boy from the Netherlands. Now, I don't remember much about him, but his name was Milan. His username was, oh gosh, MS Mario Sonic, and no, not MS as in MS Paint, it was MS as in Mario Sonic. Milan was a really nice guy. He was a fanfiction writer, he was big into Kim Possible, into the Olympic Games when it came to Mario and Sonic, he liked Pokemon, and he was a really great guy. He was the first person who ever really reached out to me online, he was my first fan, and we kind of lost contact over the years, but I will never forget him as being one of the coolest people I have ever met. So Milan, I doubt you're watching this, but if you are, I really miss you, and I'd like to thank you for being my first friend here online. I mean, I didn't really have anybody before you, and well, I'm very grateful that I got to talk to you. You've led me to meeting a bunch of other beautiful people, and I'm really grateful for that, so thank you. Alright, moving right along. Meta the Panther asks, who are your favorite Sonic characters and Sonic FCs, excluding your FCs? Okay, my favorite Sonic characters, honestly, I like them all. There are some that I favor over others, sure, but favorites? I gotta say, I'm a big fan of Marine the Raccoon, as if that wasn't obvious enough, to much to my friend Emil's dismay. But I really like Marine, I really enjoy Blaze, Silver is really cool. If you go out of the game franchise, I really like Manic. Oh man, I love Manic. But of course I like almost every character in the franchise, but definitely Blaze. Blaze is probably my favorite. She's one of the most well-constructed characters in the franchise, and she's the best product ever for making a feline character after like 3 other attempts that Sega made to try and get a really good feline. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then I definitely have to do a video on the 4 different felines of the Sonic franchise, because boy are you in for a shock when Blaze is not the first female cat that was in Sonic. Oh dear. So, when it comes to fan characters, though, I don't really have a favorite. I mean, as of late, I remember when I was originally recording the audio for this video a couple months ago, and I was so tired that I just could not focus and do it right. I remember saying something along the lines of my favorite fan character at the moment, was probably Danix. I have to sort of stick by that. Okay, little known fact about me, I have a problem with characters that have a basis in anime, but now that I've started to really open up to anime itself, and I'm starting to really open up to the idea of characters that actually have some connection to anime. And I know it's a really bad thing that I'm opening up to this because, oh dear. But Danix is just a character that's really emotional. I mean, he's got that whole thing with being a clone and this inner struggle. And I just really like what Dan has done with this character. So Dan, you are amazing. Same to you, Scornic, wow. I was about to call him Scornic. No, Scornic is his character. Joe is his creator. Joe, you do a great job too. A lot of my friends within that group are really great with fan characters. Oh man, like Kaseki, well, technically it's not a fan character, but the Garunio is not an FC. But, Will with Sheng, of course I love Sheng. I mean, honestly, if I didn't, I wouldn't roleplay with you more than I do anyone else. So, I don't have a single favorite fan character, but I have like a group of people that I really like all of their characters, and same to anyone like outside of their group too. You guys have great characters as well. I don't want to offend anybody, but this is a bad question, Meta. Why'd you have to put me in uncomfortable area, ground, place? I can't speak today. Okay, next question. Alright, so good old Sonic Fan 4467 asks several different questions, 4 of them to be exact. Favorite pony? Lyra Heartstrings, Derpy, or Dr. Hooves, aka Time Turner. I'm gonna have to say Derpy. I love Derpy. She, with her muffins and everything, she's great. Are you excited for Smash Bros. For the Wii U and the 3DS, especially after E3? Yes. I totally called dibs on Palutena, though. Or Pit. I own Kid Icarus Uprising, but I don't play it much. But I still love it. Aw, man. Actually, that sort of ties into the next question. What are some of your favorite game franchises besides Sonic? Honestly, I play a lot of Pokemon, but I'm also into Mario, particularly with Mario Kart and Mario Party, since those are some of the first games that I owned when we first got our Wii. So, I mean, that has a lot of sentimental value to me. And your last question, oh, Cameron. Am I still Smexy? Yes, Cameron. You're still the Smexy Brit, therefore you have to be Smexy. Dear Lord, why would you even ask that? Do you doubt your own Smexiness? Shame! Okay, DJ Nerdy Boy asks, have I made you interested in playing the Metal Gear series? Not in the slightest. Don't get me wrong, I love Solid Snake. I love some of the artwork that I have seen of him. I love the humor that you have shown me. I love the very funny things that come as a result of the fact that you are into Metal Gear, DJ, but it's just not my type of game. I mean, I'm not into that sort of thing. But it's a perfectly good game series. Definitely. Definitely. You keep playing it, and you keep being amazed by it, and I'll just sit here and watch and laugh with you, because that's just the person I am. Whoopee. Okay, so Fluffy Mixer asks, do you like Invader Zim? And who are your best friends? I do like Invader Zim, but I've never actually watched the show. Some of my friends in the real world happen to be big into it, so I get exposed to a lot of quotes and reenactments of scenes from it from them, and I like what I see and some of the clips that they've sent me and other people have sent me. Don't get me wrong, I mean, Invader Zim's great, it's just I've never been interested in watching it. And who are my best friends? You are my best friend, and a bunch of other people are my best friends. I can't say specific names because I don't want to offend anyone. I don't want to make people feel left out because I love you guys. Ah. Why? Why, Kara? Why do you torture me like this by asking me hard questions? I cannot choose a best friend. You're all my best friends. And this just got really awkward. Alright, because the rest of the questions are going to take a little while, and this has already gone on for 10 minutes, I'm going to have to cut this and put it into another video. So, we left off with Kara, aka Fluffy Mixer, and then we are going to move on to Matrix Miles 17's question, and that will be the end of that. So, I will see you in the next part. Woohoo! See you guys. Ciao.